Before I start, I do have a fan going because it is hot. Just letting you know. Okay. With the release of the Spider-Man No Way Home teaser trailer, along with the abundant amount of leaks that preceded it, like the trailer itself getting leaked, and Toby, Andrew, set pics, sorry. The future of the MCU's version of my favorite superhero is looking brighter than ever, in my opinion. But with the release of this film honestly kind of hastily approaching, it's only a matter of time until we are once again anxiously awaiting for the next installment in the Wall Crawler's adventures in the MCU. But, I mean, hey, it's not like they're going to take him out of it again, right? Right? Disney? Sony? Ah! Oh! Hey, didn't see there. Digital Jacob here. I should have said that at the start. Whatever! Getting back on the track of Spider-Manning. Well, let's be honest. Where could No Way Home lead us? Certainly not home. Heh heh. Well, let's take a look back at when we first heard that Spider-Man was going to be joining the MCU and see what we can gather from that. An interview with Collider back in 2016 during Comic-Con, our best friend Kevin Feige stated that the MCU's series of Spider-Man films could honestly follow the Harry Potter model of him being in a different school year each movie. So, using that logic, No Way Home is, I believe, probably set during Peter's senior year of high school. And so that leaves me, and honestly probably everyone else in the world who cares about Spider-Man, that his next movies are probably going to take place in college, and then we're going to get, him being an actual adult. Which is cool! I think. Right? Yeah. Because high school Peter Parker is boring. And they just take everything. They always take whatever he did in college and put it in high school. So it's kind of stupid. Because I'm going off topic. I'm gonna leave this in because I think it's kind of funny. So what exactly could those films be about? Well, I think most importantly, and probably they'll introduce Peter Parker's actual supporting cast and some of the most important characters in Spider-Man history. That being Gwen Stacy, Harry Osborn, and probably, hopefully, an actual version of Mary Jane. Now, no hate to Zendaya. I get it. I like her too. I get it. But she's not really Mary Jane. She's not she's no face. She wouldn't say jackpot or you face a tiger. We need the redhead, is what I'm saying. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I also think this could lead to the films becoming a little bit more serious. And I think No Way Home already proves that. The trailer definitely has a different tone than the other Spider-Man films so far. I mean, honestly, just looking by the trailer, it feels like a different tone completely from what Homecoming and Far From Home were going for, which I personally enjoy. And I think it makes sense, as we're definitely going to get a change in directors, as John Watts is going to be directing the Fantastic Four movie whenever that comes out. So he'll probably be too busy to do Spider-Man again. So yeah, that's where I think the tone could be. That was a bad ending to that. Oh well. Another important aspect that a lot of people care about, myself included of course, is what kind of storylines could we see be adapted? There's, I think, a couple options, a few. I think since they're tackling the one more day, one moment in time aspect with, his identity being erased, his relationships probably getting erased too, with MJ and Ned, I would assume. Probably, I don't know. But I think that would make sense for them to use some of the Brand New Day event, which isn't really an event, it was just kind of the relaunch. But I definitely could see, the big time stuff, maybe the stuff, I haven't actually read much of it. I just know big time happens. Spider Island, maybe. Yeah, or if they want to go crazy, they could do Kraven's Last Hunt, which would be kind of cool. And would kind of make sense because, they're doing the solo film with Aaron Taylor Johnson, who also played Quicksilver. But put a pin in the Kraven solo film, because we're gonna come back to that. Okay. And of course, another pick would be to do the Black Suit storyline again, which would also make sense because he wore the black suit for a long time in the comics. It was like 10 years. Honestly, I would love to see a whole film of just him in the black suit, then the sequel to that film's a Venom movie, or him versus Venom, which would be kind of cool. And of course, bringing Tom Hardy tied into the Sony universe, of course, because Venom's pretty good. Not pretty. It's not like good. It's a fun movie, which I like. I think movies are supposed to be fun. They shouldn't be serious all the time. Even Venom wasn't going for serious. It knew it was kind of a joke. So I don't think you should hate it because he's not tied to Spider-Man. Because they proved you could do a movie without him being 10. Another thing they could do is the Sinister Six. Now, I know what you're going to say, or I know that we're probably going to be getting the Sinister Six in some way, shape, or form in No Way Home due to the fact that we're probably getting Toby and Andrew's villains back, so they're going to make us Sinister Six, okay? Okay, I understand. And they probably wanted to do it again so soon. But let's actually properly think about this. Don't just go shooting down this idea. This idea being what I would like to call the Sinister Six theory. Number one, it would be a different lineup of villains than in No Way Home. In the comics, and a lot of Spider-Man media, there have been so many different variations of the Sinister Six. So many different characters have led it. So many different characters have been in it. Spider-Man's even been in it a couple times. So there's plenty of room for variety in the Sinister Six lineup that would offer a completely different viewing experience from what No Way Home is doing with its probable version of a multi-dimensional Sinister Six. Now, this isn't in the script, but I just thought of this. Let's think about this for a second. All of those villains have ties to Toby and Andrew. Tom Spider-Man and Peter Parker isn't going to have that deep of an emotional connection with them. Obviously, I could be wrong, and that's probably the point of the movie, that he's going to, have some feeling towards these villains because they're coming after him. But what I'm saying is, those are Toby and Andrew's villains, right? Toby and Andrew are the ones who are going to be like, oh my god, Doc Ock, whoa! You know what I mean? If a group of Tom Holland's villains came together and came after him, he'd be kind of screwed. Because, I'll explain more later, but you get what I'm saying. He would have more of a connection to this group of villains. Okay? Number two! What would the lineup be? Going by what villains the MCU version of Spider-Man has faced over his few movies, the lineup could easily be Vulture. They brought back Mysterio, who's either dead or a robot. They've done it before. The Shocker, because he was in Homecoming. I don't know if they'd recast him or make a new Shocker. I'm not sure. With the obvious addition of Scorpion that they've set up since Homecoming, I think would make sense. But that only leaves us 4, and considering the name is the Sinister Six, who could the other 2 members be? Well, my guess would be on Kraven because of his solo movie. See, that's where the pin comes. We're taking it out. Since Sony is making a Kraven solo film, Spider-Man probably has to be in it. I know Venom didn't have him in it, but I don't know. I don't think Kraven could hold his own movie. Venom definitely can and did. I don't know if Kraven could. Because Kraven's whole thing is that he hunts down Spider-Man. Not his whole thing. There's more to him. Kraven's Last Hunt. Read it. It's pretty good. But I think that would make total sense to bring him in because he's having a solo film and Sony's going to want to tie their universe with the MCU. Okay? And now, number 6. Who could it be? It could be Morbius, but he's more of an anti-hero and he's more of a full-on villain now. So, this is an out-of-left-field guess. Random. Completely. Unbacked. My opinion, what I would like to see. I would like to see the Chameleon. Now, look. I just think he would be a good villain for a Spider-Man movie. Because, let's be honest. They haven't done that kind of thing before. Mysterio kind of did the whole messing with Peter Parker. But Chameleon? He can actually kind of mess him. 1. Impersonate Spider-Man. Ruin his already horrible reputation from the end of Far From Home, No Way Home, whatever they do, right? Because Spider-Man's whole thing is that half of New York hates him, half of the people in New York love him. So, it would be so interesting to see that dynamic on film. Especially with Chameleon impersonating him, along with he could impersonate a whole bunch of other people. Like, he could impersonate Iron Man, he could impersonate Captain America, Thor, whatever. Whoever. Daredevil? I'm pretty sure he's done that before. I'm pretty sure he's fought Daredevil before. And so it would be, as I said, different sort of mystery. And you wouldn't really be sure who's who. They could set it up so where we're not even sure it's Chameleon in the first place. But, yeah, if I had to put my bets on a Sinister Six lineup, it would definitely be Vulture, Mysterio, Shocker, Scorpion, 50, not, I'm like 90, 10% on Craven, like 90% probably, 10%, yeah, I could see it not. Chameleon, that's unbiased, I just kind of want to see it happen, and it'd be kind of a cool movie. Admittedly, though, this basically did a Chameleon movie with the Black Suit arc, which would actually just be cool to see them adapt. They should just adapt the Black Suit arc from this. I made a tweet about it. Follow me on Twitter, @GuySolg. @GuySolg. GuySword? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Good show. Best Spider-Man. If you haven't watched it, I don't think you're a Spider-Man fan, honestly. Number 3! It's too soon! Talking's a lot of work. Okay. Now, it's too soon? Not really. They kind of come back a lot. And Spectacular Spider-Man, he fights them at almost the tail end, pretty much the tail end of Season 1. That is like the entire ending storyline. It goes from the Black Suit, Sinister Six to Venom, end of Season 1. Then Season 2, they come back almost instantly, I would say. I'm currently in a rewatch. I don't remember exactly when they show up in Season 2. It might be in the middle, but you get my point. But they come back, and you might say, oh, it's television, it's a cartoon, it's a different medium. Sure, whatever. But clearly they didn't care about bringing them back so quickly, especially with a different lineup. And honestly, the lineup was pretty much 3 new people, 3 of the same people. So I think it's perfectly fine to bring back the Sinister Six if it's going to be so soon. And with how long it takes for these movies to come out, it's every 2 years, 3 years, whatever. I think it's perfectly fine to bring back the Sinister Six in a way later film. I'm not saying his next movie do this Sinister Six. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying set up the rest of these villains, Scorpion especially. I would love to see the whole J.K. Simmons hires Scorpion to take down Spider-Man. I would love to see that. You could even do it in the Chameleon movie. Actually, that kind of work. I'll talk about that. I actually have a thought idea. I have an idea for this now. Okay, whatever. Number 4! A Sinister Six movie! Now, in 2013, Sony announced their plans to make a Sinister Six film in the Amazing Spider-Man universe. They even had hired Drew Goddard to write and direct. Now, that's not really important that Drew Goddard was hired. Actually, it was important because they showed that they wanted to make a movie. But anyways, what that movie was doesn't really matter to this argument. Obviously, however, they had the idea for it, and knowing Sony, they still probably want to do it. Venom has been in the works since like ever. I don't know when exactly. I will put it on screen because I'm actually going to put effort into this video. It should be here now. See? Whenever that was. Probably whenever Spider-Man 3 came out, they wanted to work on it. Like maybe 2000. Maybe they... Not important! Not important. Even as recently as 2018, Amy Pascal, one of the big people in charge of Spider-Man at Sony, I don't even think she works for Sony anymore. Not important though. She even said they were just waiting on Drew Goddard to be, have the right time and amount of time to write and direct the movie. So obviously, it's still in the cards as late as 3 years ago. So, why am I bringing this up? Well, because the MCU's casting choices for these villains, it would be kind of a big movie. Not like Avengers. Actually, it would kind of be like Avengers. But why would you cast Michael Keaton, Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Mando, Aaron Taylor Johnson, maybe Jared Leto's in it. I don't know. But, Bokeem Woodbine, I think he's the Shocker. I think he's the Shocker. I was just putting the big names. I don't actually know if Bokeem Woodbine's a big name. But, you get my point with the rest of them. It would be a pretty star-studded cast. That's what I'm saying. It would be a star-studded cast. Batman, Jake Gyllenhaal, the guy from Breaking Bad, Quicksilver. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. It would be Sony's answer to not only the Suicide Squad and that Thunderbolts movie that has been rumored forever at the MCU now. And it would be pretty unique. It would actually be pretty unique. The focus would be them fighting Spider-Man and not some big starfish, you know? No hate to the Suicide Squad movie. I haven't seen it. It's probably good though. But, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like it's something that hasn't been done before. It would be an actual team of villains. Maybe, Vulture's kind of already, he's not that bad, right? But, Jake, it just works, I think. It totally makes sense. And it would be different from Suicide Squad and whatever else comes out that's like it. That it's a group of villains actually fighting a hero. Because that's their whole point. The Sinister Six don't really do much else aside from fighting Spider-Man. So I think it'd work. It'd be cool. I got a headache from that. That, very long-winded. Well, you get my points. Or discussion topics. Whatever. I think there's a lot they can do. Really, honestly, he's got like 60, I don't know how, 70? I don't know. Whatever. Spider-Man has so much history to dwell from. The I didn't even mention they could do the Hobgoblin stuff. They could do Norman Osborn. Like, they wouldn't have to do Green Goblin. They could do Norman Osborn just being a creepy jerk businessman. Like, Big Wheel? Stiltman? Not to mention Kingpin. Oh my god, if they do Kingpin with Spider-Man and Daredevil in a movie, whoo! Might be the greatest movie of all time, but No Way Home probably will be. Because, oh my god, that trailer. This is awesome. I didn't get to really talk about my trailer and the reaction that much. My trailer. I didn't get to talk about the trailer that much in my reaction. But oh my god, Doc Ock, baby! Holy shit! I'm so excited. I'm beyond excited. I am going to this midnight premiere. I'm gonna drag all my friends there. I might even buy a Spider-Man suit for it. You never know. But I think the potential, the future for Spider-Man, whatever it is in films, I think it's looking great. Spider-Verse 2, Miguel O'Hara, Oscar Isaac, woo! Japanese Spider-Man, woo! I cannot wait to see what the future holds, especially No Way Home. But, yeah. I think that's it for me. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell for all future uploads from Digital Jacob. Make sure to join the Cyberspace Discord. It's kind of dead, though, so it's not really important. Be on the lookout for all future videos, whatever those may be. Maybe a series of Spider-Man reviews. We might do this. We might review this. I think we're reviewing Spectacular Spider-Man. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. And remember, I'm kind of the biggest Spider-Man fan I know. So, yeah, don't act like you know more than me. See ya! Ignore the Bleach review! We're doing it! Alright, in all seriousness now, yeah, I think this is kind of a little update portion I'm going to probably put at the end. I think we're definitely going to be doing maybe some Spider-Man reviews, probably all the movies leading up to No Way Home, maybe the game and Spectacular, probably just those. I don't know if we're definitely doing those because college is starting back up again really soon, so I'll let you know. Actually, I won't. Excuse me. I'll just probably post the video, we'll see. The Bleach review, that is something I 100% really want to do. I have to find the time to rewatch it, reread it. I gotta write down notes. I already wrote down some notes, but I want to get the experience again. Make sure all my thoughts on it are what I think at the moment currently. And I think I won't go too deep into this because this is Bleach. This is a Spider-Man video. But, yeah. I think that's definitely in the cards. As for Toku stuff, because that's what most people watch from me here, even though I don't. Making Toku content is just, I don't know. It's kind of a dying market, I would say. Not really. I don't know. It's hard to make stuff. Hard to make videos on. Because it's like, gotta make it that week when the episodes come out, or make it that day when the news comes out. It's kind of difficult for me to get the urge to just, alright, gotta make it now, you know? I think that's it. All I can say. I don't know if Flum Vlogs is coming back. We'll decide. That's probably not happening. Because I don't have friends anymore. Kidding. I have friends. Love them. Very nice to me. Been with them for a while. I don't think they're gonna drop me anytime soon. I think they're friends for life. But that's actually it. Thanks for watching this little bit at the end, and see you later. Peace.